Siri Shortcuts is a very powerful tool that Apple provides to its iPhone and iPad users, but using the app can be a bit complicated at first, which is why in this video you'll know everything you need to know to get started with Siri Shortcuts. So without further ado, let's dive in, shall we? Hi there, this is Mufaddal with Apple Vibes, where you learn more about your Apple products. First thing, after installing the app, we'll have to head to our Gallery tab. Here are some readily available shortcuts from Apple. The shortcuts here are mostly basic and can't do funky stuff like third-party shortcuts can. I'll be talking about them in a minute. Now make sure to add at least one shortcut from here by tapping on it and then add the shortcut. The shortcut you have added will now appear in My Shortcuts tab. And if you have multiple shortcuts like I have, I'll definitely suggest you organize them into folders. Now instead of creating a folder by tapping on the folder icon here, navigate to all shortcuts and select the shortcuts you want to be organized in a new folder. Tap on move at the bottom, then select new folder. Type in a name and choose your preferred icon and tap on add. Now if we swipe left, here's our folder. And the best part is you can 3D touch and place that folder at the top or anywhere in the stack if you have multiple folders. Now remember, I told you to add at least one shortcut from the gallery. That's because to add a third-party shortcut, there should be at least one shortcut in My Shortcuts tab. Now in system settings, look for shortcuts and enable allow untrusted shortcuts from here. Don't worry, untrusted shortcuts simply means third-party shortcuts. So unlike adding the shortcuts from the gallery, for adding a third-party shortcut, you'll need a link to add the shortcut. For example, here's one of my video on some cool Siri shortcuts. Here are the links in the description. I'll tap on one of the links, it will automatically redirect to the Shortcuts app. Scroll down to the very bottom and tap on Add Untrusted Shortcut from here. And there you have it. Now once the shortcut has been added, we can edit the name, icon or color of any given shortcut by tapping on three dots. This is the code work for the shortcut which I'll be talking about in the end of this video. Do not change anything here and tap again on the three dots. Change the name or tap on the icon and change the color and icon from here. To run a shortcut, as everyone knows, we just have to tap on the shortcut. But every shortcut will have different menus and some won't even have any. For example, tapping on change EQ shortcut will directly take me to the EQ settings. But on the other hand, if I tap on say Food Hub, I'll get a menu, and if I tap on one of the options, I'll keep getting the menus one after another until I get my result. My point being here is check out my Siri Shortcuts playlist from here and watch how to use your desired shortcut first and then add it from the links. By the way, subscribe and give this video a like if you are enjoying the video. The app itself categorizes shortcuts which are for share sheet, meaning it can be run from the share sheet. For example, in Safari or anywhere where you get a share button, notice how some shortcuts pop up here. But not all shortcuts will be compatible with Safari. Some only work with Instagram, some just for YouTube. The one which will work in this scenario is Safari Auto Scroll. All other will prompt with an error for sure. So again, in the Shortcuts app, by pressing on the three dots and again on the three dots, if available, you can give access to that shortcut to be accessed from the share sheet or from the Apple Watch. But if you have a lot of shortcuts with access to the share sheet and it gets messy, now this can be a tricky part. Tap on share sheet types and from here, set in which share sheet do you want that shortcut to be seen in. For instance, this shortcut, resize images. I'm obviously not going to resize images from Safari, right? It's not possible. So from the share sheet types, I'll just set it to images. This way it will only show that shortcut when we share an image from photos or files or any images. Okay, there are a lot of ways to run a shortcut, which I'll have a dedicated video for next week. One of them is adding the shortcut as a bookmark on your home screen. There are two ways to add a bookmark. First will be by going to our three dot settings and select add to home screen from here. Type a new name as short as possible and add it to the home screen. It looks something like this on the home screen. The second one is to 3D touch on the shortcut, tap on share, then tap on add to home screen and you know the rest. Simply tap on the bookmark and it will run the shortcut for you there and then. Back to our gallery, here is something which we can't miss. Look for shortcuts for your apps. The shortcuts here are for the apps installed on your iPhone. You'll have to give permissions to access some of them from the app first. But these shortcuts will make your life much more easier in my personal experience. Like I have a food delivering app called Swiggy. And to check the status of my order, all I have to do is run the shortcut and it will fetch me the details instantly. So as we can add shortcuts from the gallery and other third-party shortcuts, we can also create our own custom shortcuts. In the All Shortcuts folder, tap on the plus icon at the top. Now you can start making your shortcut from here, and obviously I'm not going to show step by step how to make your own shortcuts because that will require a series of videos. And it's a long process to make worthy shortcuts. Just look at the work behind this shortcut. So let me know in the comments if you are interested. You can still tap on add action and try to explore some options. The last but not least is our automations tab. Again, I'm not going to show in depth here. Now tap on add a personal automation. The automations will be based on one of the following, like when connected to a Bluetooth device, or when battery level reaches a percentage, or when low battery power mode is turned on or off. Select something and tap on next. Then again add a new action. You'll get the same interface or options as we get while creating a new shortcut. A cool trick here is to search for run shortcut and add any shortcut you like to run automatically when, in our scenario, it's when low power mode is turned on. Select run shortcut from here, then tap on the semi-transparent shortcut and select a shortcut from here. For example, I'll select change EQ, tap on next and make sure you disable ask before running from here. So now when I enable low power mode, it will run the change EQ shortcut with it automatically. Please do subscribe and give this video a thumbs up down there. Thanks for watching. My name is Mufaddal. This is Apple Vibes. Take care and I will see you in the next video.